This is a revolution. This is a revolution. This is a revolution. The question becomes this: if millions and hundreds of millions of people can begin to produce, consume, or share their own information goods, energy, and a lot of their manufactured goods at near zero marginal cost, making them nearly free and beyond the exchange model of the capitalist market, what kind of new economic system do we have to envision to organize the world, the one that I'm laying out here? It's the social commons. What's happening now is the social commons, which is a venerable institution that we rely on for educational institutions, our nonprofit, health services, daycare centers for our children, assisted living for the elderly, environmental organizations, cultural, sports, arts, it goes on and on. If they were eliminated and we just had the marketplace, we would not have much of a life on the planet. The social commons is ignored by economists because it doesn't create finance capital. It creates social capital, but it's a big revenue player. What's making this social commons now more relevant than any time in the past is this Internet of Things. Because the Internet of Things is a general purpose technology platform that's designed to be the technological soulmate of a social commons. The whole design is to be distributed, collaborative, scales laterally, not vertically, and it rewards collaboration across these lateral networks. It creates a sharing community. If millions and millions of people are producing and sharing their own energy and 3D printed products and information goods, they're going to need less income at zero marginal cost. They're still going to need employment. If the marketplace doesn't need them because we can produce the energy and the products, in the marketplace with just high technology, where will you get the employment? In the social commons. The social commons creates social capital, human beings with the other human beings, creating communities, cultural, sports, arts, wellness, health, quality of life. Those are the more important employments. Making widgets is not as intellectually challenging and motivating to the human mind as it is trying to create a sense of human community, a sense of transcendence, a sense of finding meaning in the world. Last thought. We can get to nearly free energy. We're already there, nearly free goods and services, but without food and water, we don't survive. And we don't know if we can even feed people and provide water for people. How do we repopulate millions of people in the western part of the U.S. in 30 years? So, climate change is the elephant in the room. What's important to acknowledge here is that the third industrial revolution, this Internet of Things, allows us to move quickly out of fossil fuels and have millions of people begin to produce and share their own green energy. And this Internet of Things, because its entire purpose is to increase efficiencies, to reduce marginal costs, it means it shows us how to use less resources more effectively. So we don't put a big burden on the planet that we live in. So we have young people here not only sharing information goods and energy now in 3D printed products, but so we have car sharing and bike sharing, and now we're sharing apartments and homes and clothes and tools and toys. So we have a generation that's beginning to believe it's not about ownership, it's access. And if more people share what they have, less has to be produced. It does have a negative impact on GDP, but it has a positive impact on quality of life, and that's the way to measure a good economy. It isn't just technology. What it does is it democratizes the economy. And hopefully you'll be in a world in 2050 that won't be the 1% or the 99%. It'll be a shared economy, a sustainable, good quality of life where no one's left behind. Now, is it utopia? No. We need to change the human narrative. We need a new story for the human race to go with the technology. We have to move from geopolitics to biosphere consciousness in one generation. Everything we do intimately impacts some other human, some other ecosystem, some other species on this earth. We got a young generation here that's beginning to see we live in one indivisible community, the biosphere. So I'm guardedly hopeful. And if we can dramatically increase efficiencies, reduce our marginal costs, and that means using less resources more effectively and taking a less burden on the planet, we may get to a better world by mid-century. You need to help lead this so we have a chance of rehealing the planet and creating a future for our children.